अगर आप भी चाहते हो कि अपना कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स को कंप्लीटली ट्रांसफॉर्म करो, then this is a perfect video for you. देखो, in this video, I am going to talk about one of my favorite skills, which literally helped me to become the best version of myself, which literally helped me to become a better communicator, and which helped me to, get out of this introversion and to become a confident person. And dear audience, the skill is storytelling, one of my favorite skills. I love to tell stories. Believe me, storytelling is the only skills which I will not replace. The only skills which every great communicator is using. If you are asking from a CEO, if you are asking from communicators, speakers, leaders, they all are having one power, and that is storytelling. In this video, I am going to talk about 3 ingredients which will help you to become better storyteller. लेकिन इससे पहले मैं आपको कुछ स्टोरीज सुनाने वाला हूँ. And I believe that it's a bit difficult to understand something without demonstrating it. Let's suppose if I want to teach you, how to swim. In the class, it's difficult. It's difficult to learn how to swim. But if I take you to swimming pool and I am teaching you there, so you will learn better. That's why I am going to share you a few stories with you, and then we will jump into ingredients that how to become better communicator and how to use all of these stories in order to become better communicator. So, if you don't know me, my name is Mr. Hayden. I work as a communicator, as a motivational speaker. I'm having, different accounts on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube. And this is the day 3rd of communication series, as we started our 50-day series. It's a bit funny story. In 2024, I was delivering my first presentation. It was 14th of August, 2024, and the Independence Day of Pakistan. I went to institute, and students were delivering presentation, and I was waiting here. My teachers, they were also sitting there. My friends, we all were sitting there. My teachers were sitting there, judges were there, and there was a main stage. So students were going there. There were also female students, and I was also here. I was a bit nervous. The reason was I was very shy, very unconfident, very introverted person. And I was thinking that, how should I go there? What if I make mistake? What if they laugh on me? Negative thoughts were in my mind. I was overthinking each and every situation. I was anxious about my presentation. When 2 students were remaining, I was the second. So I thought that now they'll be calling me. What should I do? My friend, he was my bit close friend. He was sitting with me. I talked to him. I whispered him that I'm going to washroom. Clear? If they were asking for me, don't tell them that he is in washroom. I was just hiding myself. I was very, very, very shy. I was hiding myself. So, my friend told me that, if you are going, so go, I will not tell them. I went to washroom, and washroom was in the back side, and there was a kind of courtyard, and they all were sitting there. It was a kind of event. I went to washroom, and I had been spent almost more than 10 minutes. I was there. There was no need of washroom, but I just went deliberately. I was there. One of my teacher, he was my favorite teacher, and I was also his favorite student. He was calling me. He was calling me again and again. Once he called, my mobile phone rang, but I did not attend. Again he called. Again and again he was calling me. I thought, what should I do? Like my mind was completely freezed. Nothing was there, just overthinking, and I was, making the situation more worse. Then my friend called. And when my friend called me, I just attended. I was talking like this. Hello, G. Oh, I'm here in washroom. Oh, he was telling me that Sarapi is calling you, come outside. And I was telling him that, okay, I'm coming outside. And when I went outside, I was the only person. The entire audience, they were looking at me. Oh my God. It was very worst situation of my life. And I just took deep breath. I did this and I went in the front of audience. I was on stage. So I start, I did not have that much knowledge, so I start like this. My hands were, first my hands were like this, I start, hello everyone, my name is Haider Khan. I am the student of Gardenia, and today I would like to talk about 14th of August, the Independence Day of Pakistan, and how we got freedom. And there was sweats on my body, my hand was shivering, my hands were shivering like this, my body was getting warm. And believe me, it was the worst situation of my life. My hand was shivering like this. What I did, I just, keep my hand like this. When boys are getting nervous, we are keeping our hand like this. So I kept like this. My teachers, just did this. Free your hand. He was sitting near to me. Free your hand. I free my hand and I had pockets here. I keep like this. Oh my God. It was very bad. It was super bad. And when the teacher saw me like this, the all entire ground they were laughing at me. And I was having sweats and females, males, judges, trainers, facilitators, they all were laughing at me. It was the worst situation of my life. And I delivered my speech and I did, and I came and I sit down. My friend, he was also laughing on me, and it was the worst situation in my life. And it was the kind of story which I have shared with you, how I deliver my first presentation. Yeah. Now, you might understand, you might feel something in the story. There was different ingredients which I use. The first point was, I make the story relatable. How? You all, those who are watching the videos, I believe that once you deliver a speech in your life, a presentation in your life, so the story was relatable. You might feel nervous in your life. You might have sweats on your body while delivering something. You understand. It was a kind of a relatable story. Point number second, small details. You might notice I mentioned small details in the story. I mentioned that, washroom was in the back side, trainers were sitting here, judges were sitting there, audience was sitting here, females, males, and there was stage. I mentioned small details. Clear? Last number. This is something very important. I also mentioned that you need to add, you are supposed to add something funny in the story. And the funny part was when I was in washroom, I was talking to my friend like this, and along with that, I was keeping my hand like this. Like this. It was a bit funny part. So whenever you are delivering a story, try to go for 3 ingredients and make it relatable, add details, along with that, add something funny. This will help you in order to become better storyteller. Thank you so much. I hope you like the video, you enjoy the video, and try to learn storytelling. This will help you a lot. This is the most powerful skill which you can learn to become better communicator. Learn it, practice it, implement it, and I believe you are going to be a brilliant communicator. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.